And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at New Orleans, they've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And you know, for the Nets, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Alec Burks is out there with Grant. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Lowe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Mitchell Robinson out there with Durant. And it's Melly in at the power forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Leonard. Here's Lowe. Trying to get open as Randle. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
It's stolen by Randle. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably three of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point because, we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
I mean, what do you expect? Durant's locked in and he's already on fire. That shot's a safe bet.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. The pass to Burks. Pass to Leonard. Grant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Robinson. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Irving.
Shows you what kind of athlete Irving is. Quick to the ball. Sends it back.
Tries again. In deep, Robinson drops it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
When you look around the league, a lot of great defenders. Kenny, in your view, what makes a great perimeter defender when you think about those names?
Wow, long arms, the ability to slide your feet and play multiple positions.
So, PG, Kawhi, those are a couple guys.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, guys who are really going to be able to move around and feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
And I would say that I think, and PG's a terrific defender. He's an elite level defender, but the two best are Kawhi and AD because those are the guys that can comfortably guard 1 through 5. They can guard perimeter and paint consistently.
Great footwork for both.
Yes.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He talked about the need to be tough with KD, physically and mentally. Coach said, we understand he's going to go on runs, even against tight defense. We can't get down on ourselves or start forcing things at the other end as a result. We'll see if they can maintain that even keel throughout the game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. So it's Brooklyn now. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Claxton. Over Tice. Comes up empty from 8 feet. And so Grant will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
He lobs it up.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, on out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. New York shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And every team needs a go-to scorer late in close games. Kenny, when you think about your list of what qualities are essential to be that guy in crunch time, what are they?
I think to be a great crunch time player is to not look at it as crunch time. It's like, these are the shots that I would take regardless of the situation. I think LeBron got criticized for that early in his career when he would pass up shots. But he takes the same shot regardless of the situation, which makes him more comfortable.
I would have to agree with that. The other thing, too, as the game has changed, I think your ability to be able to set up the shot to Kenny's point. Like because the court's open now, right? It's not as physical. So if I can move without it and get to my sweet spots. And I think that also helps you to be able to finish and whistle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Anderson, and it's James Harden in for Durant. Passes to Lowe. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Leonard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And so it's New York with it. Harden missing his last shot. Basket, good. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still.
No. It's you gathering. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. It's walking.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Harden has a wide open look, and the Nets miss again. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Harris. The pass to Miller. On the wing, Irving. Nailed from three-point land.
This is taking advantage of analytics. Kyrie from 3 is a great bet.
And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Brent, you and Kenny both enjoyed success in the NBA. Always great to have his perspective with us here at the broadcast table.
Well, that's nice of you, Kevin. And certainly Kenny has done some remarkable things post-career. And I love the fact with Kenny's presence, he's just got great perspective on the entirety of the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets trail by 3. Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 5 now.
Look, this guy, Kyrie Irving, has incredible confidence when he's going inside to finish over the D.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Grant. Out to Taylor. Second chance effort. Nice jump shot. Good. Taylor's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Harden with the stop.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. But love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for New York. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Anderson, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. And he makes both free throws.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Harden kicks to Anderson. And Irving launches it from deep. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Outside, Taylor to the right side. Here's Grant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Coach, the off.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big...
And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos to you, sir, for your sharp and incisive analysis. Oh, thank you, Ernie, thank you. Always a pleasure.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Grant. Randall out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's low in at the center position.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
18 feet out, and too long on the shot.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
The Knicks with the lead. Grant the pass to Burks. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Kevin Knox is checked in for the Knicks. Floats one. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
The shot by KD. No good. The Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Irving passes to Claxton. Brown kicks to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Now here's Irving. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Here's Taylor. He's got 14. Adams outside. Kicks it to Burks. The high post shot. Robinson pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Atlanta Hawks. So he gets them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Anderson, he's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving, and that one is good.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. A 2-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Claxton the pass to KD. It's stolen by Tice. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. Launches it. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Durant, and finished off by KD.
I mean, what a talent this guy is. Durant has the ability to score from anywhere and now picking his spots.
Here's Taylor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Knicks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Harden. The layup missed. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Claxton in at the center. So that's the Nets 5.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
Both free throws good for Irving.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Tice. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked. And Tice gets it to go.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third.
Oh, the power in that Buddha!
Unreal. And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Grant in the post, covered by Irving. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Knicks trail by 3. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First one falls for him. So for the Nets, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Anderson. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Harden to pass to Miller. Harden against Leonard. Durant in the corner. To the inside. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Irving from long range. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Nets lead by 4.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
Grant, the bounce pass. Here's Randall. Pass to Tice. Leonard on the wing. From about 16, a rebound by the Nets. Irving drives in. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
This is it to Leonard. Looking to end his cold spell. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Burks, he's checked in for the Knicks. Timeout called, the Nets. They lead by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Leonard looking around. Looking to end the run. They grab their own miss. Robinson with the block.
Well, the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson doing the work on that shot. Swatted away.
Irving passes to Miller. Harden with it. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Clock at 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. Great open look there.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
And that one's good, Irving.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. New York calls timeout. They're down by 9. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bradley. Second shot opportunity. And Sloan kicks to Leonard. And here's Brown outside. The Knicks pull it in.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Offensive rebound. Ferguson for 3. That one, no good. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.